Hi.
Hey y'all. Welcome back.
Welcome to Knitting in Our Jeans.
I'm Liz.
And I'm Carolyn.
And welcome if you're just finding us. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to spend with us.
This shirt.
And
if you're a returning viewer, God bless your little heart. Because I don't know what is going on.
a fuzzy that looks like an ant.
I am. And I have to look up what this is. It's a Tin Can Knits. I know that much, but we'll look it up.
Something like that, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I am not wearing something I knit, but that's okay.
I'm cpredmor on Ravelry and Instagram, and except that I'm usually, oh my goodness, I have a dry spot. Sorry, I'm usually Knitting in Our Jeans on Instagram because I don't change my phone account
anymore. So I'm Toolizzforyou, Toolizzforyou. I believe you did.
Okay.
And that's on Instagram and Ravelry. That's my laundry.
We're so professional.
So professional over here. Today is just...
We've had a really good day. I slept.
You did.
I did. I got 7 hours of sleep. I was absolutely amazed.
Wow.
For you, those of you who don't know, I usually wake up really early. Last night I managed to fall asleep at Saturday Night Live before Weekend Update. Really ticked at myself.
I had to wake you up,
I
was like, there's no use in you sleeping in the chair.
No, there wasn't. But I had to get up early. We've got a dean search on, and I'm on the committee, so... What is going on over here? I guess it's
Mom,
too
just
white.
Leave it.
Anyway, well, I'm not undressing, that's for sure. Anyway, I had to get up early. Not real early, but one real early. Because I was on campus by 7:45, so it was early. And the day was interesting. We had some interesting people we spoke with, and I'll be doing this next Saturday and the Saturday after. And with luck, keep our fingers crossed, we're going to have a superstar who wants to work at Manhattan College. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
That'd be awesome.
It would be awesome, because we're an awesome place.
You are.
We are. We have a good time. Anyway, I fell asleep before Weekend Update.
She did. I tried to wake her up, and it didn't work.
I was exhausted.
It wasn't worth it.
Then we got up, went to bed, woke up this morning, and felt really rested. And then, we got the DVD player attached.
We did.
And my Christmas present from her was 10 DVDs of Distant Shores. For those who don't know, it's Paul and Cheryl Shand of Canada, and they live on a boat. They live on, they're almost ready to get on their 4th boat. Anyway, so I've got 10 seasons of them and their videos, and they're sailing around the world. They actually have a television show that's on cable, and they're living on a boat, which is kind of a dream of mine. So we got a DVD player attached, which we think messed up the other remote, of course, and we watched season 1. It was a lot of fun.
And the first episode of season 2.
That's right. And then your father and I got up, went up, checked on our boat. It looked okay. We have a small problem with the keel. The keel is rusting, and it's popped off some paint about the size of your head.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yes. Well, we'll have to get that fixed this coming spring, which we will. Then I went grocery shopping, came back. So, and then I've been knitting.
And I did laundry and knit. So.
And I've been knitting.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, can you reach that?
I can.
Okay. That's my one.
So what have you finished this week?
I have finished.
Norrland.
This is how long the brim was going to be. Turn it inside out. The brim in the pattern is from here to here. I don't like those kind of brims. So, taking down my ponytail because I made it high up. I now have a brim and a hat that is great. I like it. We didn't work on our coats today.
No, we didn't.
And next week's going to be problematic too, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Super Bowl weekend, I can come out and we'll do coat.
Oh, that would be great.
We'll do coat mania.
That would be excellent.
I'll try and come out That's the weekend after my birthday.
That won't be a late Saturday for me, I don't think.
Okay.
We'll only have 2 people to interview, but I'm not sure about the schedule.
Okay.
So anyway,
I
will be at work.
Well, we
anyway.
can plan, either you can come pick me up on the way in or something. True. And then we can just sit and we can plan out yours and plan out mine.
Yes. So anyway, I finished that. And I'm quite pleased with it. And it's going to match my new coat really nicely. Yes. And then the other thing I finished, I have what they say is a hoe.
Half finished object? Or half object?
Half object.
There is a piece of you in it.
Oh, I know. It's my hair. Anyway, it's a tube sock.
It was very shiny.
It's a tube sock. I have not put the heel in. I plan to put the heels in. See, I have a line for the heel. I do afterthought heels. I do rounded afterthought heels. So we're basically putting a new toe in over here, and that makes it a heel. And I have that much done.
You have half a foot.
On the next one. So
You have half a foot.
I have a third done.
A third done. Look at you.
So I did finish up most of one sock. So I'm very pleased with that. And I'm keeping it with this one. Even though I don't have to, because I always have my foot with me. But, I would like to make
sure that
just check it the same.
Yeah.
The same. I like the way that the afterthought heel pattern tells you to measure for your heel. So I did pay the $1 for the pattern. Because I think
afterthought heel pattern. Is it
Fishlip's Kiss heel? Sorry. I think her directions on how to finish a heel are magnificent in terms of placement, which was always a problem for me. And I do like toe-up socks. And the other day, the past week, I've been thinking of another pattern to write for a sock. I've got 2 ideas. I'll tell you them later. I need to finish a few things.
Always so I has can ideas, but never has ideas that are, we can start them now.
No, because I've got all this stuff over here to do. I did not work on the sweater that I'm designing because I want to finish all 12 of the owls for the Harry Potter Knitting Crocheting Club. It was my goal when I started. And I would like to finish that. The problem, look at this hat here. The problem is then it holds me back from the designing work that I want to do. So I think that I'll finish this owl and I'll do my next owl, which is, I don't know, like falling off a log. It's a muggle sweater. That actually could be one of my own designs. That could be one. That could be my own design. And in fact, I could use Asylum yarns for that one. So anyway, now I know exactly the sweater I'm going to make next time. And that will be one of my own designs. So, anyway, the Harry Potter Club I really like. And I think I might stay in it just to do the hats, the baby hats. But other than that, it's not fitting my life at the moment. Just saying. And then the other problem is I'm on these committees. So I've got the Dean Search Committee and then I've got Promotion Tenure. So one takes up Friday afternoons from now until spring break. And the other one is taking up my Saturdays. And they won't let me knit while we're interviewing candidates, which I can understand. All of us are supposed to be taking notes. Taking notes on what they're saying. And I'm taking them on my computer. So my hands truly are busy. And the Dean Search is only going to go on for another 2 Saturdays, we hope. So that's a short-term thing. So it's retrograding my knitting a bit. What are you working on, Dollface? And then I'll go back to what I'm working on.
So, I just split a stitch, so give me a second here.
Okay.
Dumb.
I will then look up on your iPad what I'm wearing. I want to call it whispering, but I know that's not right.
It's something like that, Windrift, something
it's
like that.
Yeah, it's something with a W.
So I'm working on the Roza Pullover, sorry. In the My Internet Friends Are Real colorway from the Nerd Girl Yarns Retreat in Foxy. For some reason, I feel like we're really blown out today, or really grainy. I don't know. There we go.
It's my hair.
It's you. You have to come back in shot. There we go. So it's really beautiful. It's got this lovely detail at the raglan. It's got this little cable eyelet situation, and then it comes down the side, and then you start increasing this panel, you know, for the underarms. I tried it on. It comes to about here right now. It's written so that it can be quite swing-y.
Oh, nice. You don't want it swinging.
I have made it less swingy, so the directions say either to do your movement every other row or every 4 rows. I'm doing every 4.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and make it 12 inches from the underarm and then do the ribbing at the bottom so that I can have it as a full-length sweater. Because I feel like that works. I know I said I wanted it cropped, but I have a lot of cropped sweaters. And I think I have another one coming to me from a friend.
Really?
She doesn't like it. Yeah.
Is this someone who usually gives you cast
Yes.
things?
I got a text message today about it.
Did you?
And it's a pattern I love. So hopefully,
well, that's good.
Hopefully it'll fit. But yeah, so I'm working on just getting this going. I'm also working on my swap project, which I'm not going to show you guys this week because
that's good. 'Cause
I need to send it in a week.
It's Windswept.
Windswept.
Yes. Why I can't find it in my library, I don't know. But
because it's my library.
No,
remember?
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Yes.
We had this problem before, and one of our lovely viewers helped explain it.
Okay.
So it's from Tin Can Knits. It's, I believe, from their British. Was it from their British collection?
Handmade in the UK.
I was right. Look at that.
That would explain why I couldn't find it before.
Yeah.
Okay, Windswept.
So I've been really working on this a lot.
She has, I can promise.
Well, and I should be working on my swap knit, I know. But it's just not as
enjoyable. It's only 2 hands, you know? Only 2 hands. I don't know. We seem to be a little darker than usual.
Well, and grainy.
Well, I don't understand why. We're having a problem with the television, too.
Yeah, it's okay. And then
we'll kind of sublimate that. Oh, yes.
And then I picked up the button bands, and I've been weaving in these ends. I have like 6 more ends to weave in.
That's not bad.
And then I'm going to put the buttons where the stitch markers are on my Welcome to the Flock.
Lovely. Do you have the buttons?
I do. I have them in my pocket.
Oh, brilliant.
They are just plain
white buttons.
White buttons with little raised edges.
Oh, nice.
So, and they
be easy to get in and out.
And they fit through the holes.
Good.
There was one size of buttons larger in my little. I got those. Do any of you remember in Michael's they had the canisters of random buttons for like $1? Yeah, I do too. I have it in black, purple, and white. I think
we must have gotten them together.
And we must have. So I have the white one for this. So I'm hoping to get this done and maybe get the hat done as well this week. But I have to get the swap knit done first. Only because the babies due. The baby is due on Saturday. But she is ready to pop.
Yes, well.
So, so it's super cute. I'm super excited. But also, then that means I have a completed item for Harry Potter knit crochet, which I haven't had in a while. I usually post partials, but that's okay. And
you made that all this month.
I did.
Excellent.
So I think I will hopefully then also finish the hat that coordinates with it. So at least there's a full set for the new edition.
Excellent.
And then I can work on the Baa-ble hats for Mom and Dad.
The Baa-ble hats?
Baa-ble hats for
Very
Mom
nice.
and Dad.
Very nice.
Since I have that yarn. And that is about all I've been working on.
That's all you've been working on?
Yeah,
Well, it's been a busy week. You know you have a needle in your sleeve?
Yes, I do. That's what I was weaving the ends in with.
Well, just don't fall asleep like
I'm
I did
not
last
going
night
to.
with it. That would not be good.
I wasn't sure how long it was going to take you to get all your stuff together and up here, so I put it there in case, because I don't think
spare time.
Yeah, because I don't think I can weave in ends and have the podcast and do the podcast at the same time.
That would be difficult.
Yes.
All right. So what I'm working on right here, I left that swatch downstairs. I did my swatch that we showed you last week, and then I put in the washing machine. I said I wasn't, but I cut the yarn and I put it through the washer machine. I didn't put it in the dryer. I just dried it. But I did put it in the washer, and it did quite well. So I decided that excellent. It means I can wash this on the hand wash cycle in the washing machine. This is the Lady Yak by Sarah Solomon that I believe I spoke about last week.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Long Island.
Pink is Life.
Pink is Life. This is Long Island Barn and Yarn.
Yarn and Farm.
I was close. Farm and Yarn. No, Yarn
and Farm. Life. Liyf.
Oh, okay.
Pink is Life.
Okay.
It's a play on the fact that the initialism is also can be an acronym.
No. Acronym.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyway, and this is the color that they coordinated with Christy Glassnitz.
Yeah, and actually they ended up having a
they're going to make it a regular color.
No, they made it a regular color, and they had it online, and it sold out day
I'm not surprised. So anyway, I'm going to be putting this on Instagram so that the Long Island Yarn and Farm
and
Christy can see it because I have started it. Now, why did I start it? Well, I got my sock done. That was a big deal, and I just couldn't let it just sit there. Meanwhile, someone we were talking to, was it Christy? I think it was Christy who suggested, why don't we show all our whips?
Yes, and have people vote on them. Yes.
As to what to work on next.
Between her and Stephanie at Asylum.
Right. And I don't think I'm going to have you vote on him, but I think one of these weekends, maybe the weekend that you're here for Super Bowl, we'll get all my whips out.
Oh, dear Lord.
And identify them. I do think the one cotton one, the one that has the mandala for the back, I want to rip that one out. I don't like that one, and I'm not going to wear it.
Okay.
So that one needs to be ripped out and frogged and find something appropriate to do with the yarn, which is a shame because it was
really
interesting.
Pretty.
But I'm not going to wear it.
No.
So it could be a top. And then I had gotten additional cotton yarn from Maine to work with it. I don't play yarn chicken well, and this is a pattern that, they said, you can stretch that. Well, you can. It's stretchy yarn. It doesn't stretch. It just is not. So when we were up in Maine on Route 1, there's this delightful little yarn store just south of Freeport, Maine, and I got some other kind of cotton multicolored yarn to go with it, and I was going to make godets in that, and I just lost interest. And then
it happens.
I know. And then I have another, I think, cotton sweater that's Rowan yarn that I think needs to be frogged entirely and then restarted because it's been so long.
Well, I think
I have been wearing my green sweater. I glean it like mad in the morning. And then, what did I have? I wore my black alpaca over it, and that kind of kept it from exhaling all over the place. I think we'll have to identify.
You beat it to death?
What do you mean?
Potato mash it to death.
Well, that's an idea. We may do that.
I mean, my Cora. You've seen my Cora.
Yes.
It's pretty damn felted on the sleeves and the sides. Forgive my language, but it is.
Well, I don't mind the felting, but
the cables. But that's what I'm saying. If it's felted, I don't think it'll exhale. Because the Cora, Cora. I mean, yes, I have Tanya glean it when I feel like it really needs it, but it doesn't need it often.
We'll try that. And then we also have my dress that I have to elongate the
sleeves and then beat it.
Anyway, moving on. So I've been working on this, and I am now to the point where I need to get my size 6s out of that over there. It's underneath your...
Okay, continue.
And I can start the back. This is the back. Excuse me. This is the back. No, I think they're in there. Those.
These?
I'm
No,
looking
these
for.
are 8s, I think.
What about these?
These.
Anyway.
You're going to make me get out my needle gauge?
No, mine is right there.
There it is.
But then I've also been working on my
those are 8s.
owl.
Those are probably the ones I gave you back yesterday.
And this is the back of my owl.
No, these are 5s, Mom.
Those are 5s. All right, well, just hold on. Help me with this at the moment. Because I just put 6s away. And this looks like a little kid sweater, I know.
It's going to stretch.
It will stretch as soon as she gets her hand off.
I'm working on it. Whee! Look at that!
It stretches and it will fit. So anyway, this is the back. And so it's stockinette panels up to the shoulder and then kind of a crew neck at the back. In the front, one of these panels becomes a flap and there will be buttons. So I have been working on this. It's just that right now my hands hurt. So I want to move to the larger yarn. So where are the 6s? It must be over there in the second level.
I don't think you want to use these.
No,
These
I
are
don't.
also
I put decent 6s back. The
I'm looking.
likey needles are over there. Don't worry about it. We'll deal with it later.
Okay.
So anyway, I have been working on this. I have put a marker where actually the cast off for the sleeve, the armhole started. And what I have to do, thank you, is I have to go up 8 inches. So I'm going to be working on and off between my sock for when I need. That's it, I think.
No,
you know,
those are 5s.
Well, darn, we'll deal with this later.
I know.
Because
it's just frustrating.
It's a little frustrating, but they're up here someplace. Either that or I took them downstairs. One of the two.
Or you put them in the wrong pocket.
Or I put them in the wrong pocket. That's entirely possible too. That is entirely possible.
They were in your 3s pocket.
They were. They got, which is right in front of the 6s pocket. Well, that's easy to do.
Yes.
So I think what's interesting is with this sweater, which is now tangled, I actually decrease for the body. I'm supposed to decrease 18 stitches when I change to the larger size needles. Which I'm somewhat hesitant since I'm a little hippie. This fits,
Mom,
at the moment. Believe in the pattern.
Believe in the pattern and
yes. And the swatch.
And
the designer.
It's just yarn.
That's right.
You can
always rip it out.
You can always hand it to me. I can rip it back to wherever you need it to.
Or we can put a godet.
Or we can figure it out. And
I
honestly,
certainly do a godet. And
honestly,
anyway,
it's just yarn.
This. Now we have this. So anyway, I have done great strides on this because last week it was down to here. And I had done all of this.
You keep putting each thing in your lap, and that's what's twisting them all about.
You can leave it in my lap. Because then...
There we go.
There we go. You can leave things in my lap. It'll be fine.
So you're making great strides on both.
Richard couldn't go to work on Monday, so I didn't have to work in the dental office. I had to take him to the doctor's appointment, so I didn't have to work that day. And then Tuesday, day I normally teach, I didn't have to teach because we didn't start school till Wednesday. So Tuesday,
look at you.
I sat in my chair and I just knitted, which is probably why my hands hurt.
Probably, because that usually happens when you do that.
Let's be honest. That's probably why my hands hurt. But mind over matter. I just wanted to make some real strides on this. So, I'm really very pleased with how far it's gone. I'd like to finish the back this week. So we'll see. You'll be able to tell whether or not I do, because I'll show it to you on next Sunday if I do.
What is that, by the way? Is that Neighborhood?
This is Neighborhood Studio Sock.
Board Circle?
I'm sorry, what circle?
Ward?
No. Hamden.
This
is Hamden. You can look it up.
I feel like the Hampton I had was much lighter than that.
This is my Hampton, not your Hampton.
No, I know that, but still, the color differential. I mean, unless that's old.
I don't know when I got it.
That might be why. Because remember, they had much more variegation in their colorways when we first found them.
I have no memory.
I know. Sometimes it's extremely frustrating.
But I don't think this will be pilling and doing all this other kind of stupid stuff that the other ones have been doing. Because it's a really nice tight twist.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yes, it's Studio Sock. And I believe it's Hampton. And it's really coming along. So I had Tuesday all day that I could knit, and I did. So, yes, I think that's why my hands hurt. And I was listening to podcasts, and I was having a fine old time. Just a fine old time.
Of course you were.
Oh, and then I have yarn that you finally brought to me.
Not my fault.
This was from the Indie Untangled
event
open house at Woolen. And this is Lambstrings Yarn, and it's called Raven. And it's this blue, black, purple that is just scrumptious.
It's what I'm doing my Zweig in.
Just scrumptious.
I have not
Now I wish I had
swatched
14
for it
more
yet.
of these. It's beautiful.
But we could not figure out, or I could not pick 3 of them. It is in Hampton. I felt like Hampton was such a lighter color.
It's not this one. And then I don't know whether I told you all this last week. This is the thing I got from the Rowan throwing.
See, there's
thing.
So much variegation.
There's a lot of variation in it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm going to do with that Rowan thing. We'll have to think about that. I did just renew my Rowan membership. So I will be getting the Rowan books, the next 2, and there's always a membership gift, and I opted for pink. I believe it's a pink scarf, shawl, scarfette type of thing. Yeah, I'm really quite pleased. I decided I'd try to at least coordinate with my own coat. So anyway, I am working on my owl in order to finish it on time, which I think is a good plan. And other than that, I have a baby sweater on the floor that I haven't started, but I do like the idea of working with the Asylum yarns for that muggle sweater.
I'm confusing Hampton with Columbus Circle. Because both Hampton, because for my All the Shades of Villanova, my All the Shades of Truth shawl, giant thing, blanket.
Beautiful.
I
wish I'd made it that color.
That's Columbus Circle and that's Hampton, and I got the 2 of them confused in my head.
Why don't you show them?
If the photo will come back up.
Wow.
So that's that's Columbus Circle, and the light babyish, not baby blue, but the light sky blue is Hampton.
Yeah.
And then the dark blue, if you're curious, is Palisades, and the gray is Thomas Circle.
I love Thomas Circle.
And the medium blue is Ward Circle. So,
They make beautiful colors.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I realized I was going through my yarn boxes. I realized, because I found, hold on, stop, let's rewind. I was going through my yarn boxes, like trying to put some stuff away because it's my birthday next weekend. So there will be a shindig of sorts at my apartment next weekend. So
I bought birthday candles.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I saw them downstairs. Last year she surprised me by bringing me cupcakes with candles, and she lost her mind in the candle aisle. It was great.
I decided this year I am not getting sparkler candles.
I appreciate that because those were a little scary.
They are a little scary. It's like having...
Especially indoors in an apartment building.
And it's having sparklers lit on tiny little cupcakes. Yes. So yes, I have all the stuff for making the cupcakes.
Yay! And yes, I do invite my parents to my birthday parties.
And we come.
And they do.
We don't stay very long.
No. Oh, did I tell you? We get dinner. Did I tell you?
What?
So, my boyfriend can't make it in.
Oh, he can't?
No, which is fine. But my friend from work, Catherine, her dad and dad, I think, are very similar. but she's bringing her boyfriend, and I was like, oh, I just realized, like, my dad is going to have so much, like, he's going to have to interact with people. It's going to be very, very not
difficult.
Okay, because last year he kind of hid in my kitchen and bonded with the boyfriend. And she goes, oh, don't worry. My boyfriend will be a stand-in. It will be fine.
They'll both be in the kitchen.
They'll both... My boyfriend loves dads love him, and I was like, and we've already gone over the fact that our fathers are essentially the same person, so it'll be great.
What's
because
his name?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I feel really bad. I don't remember. But it was funny because I was supposed to meet him at the Christmas party, but he was talking with her dad. Her dad also works for the company, and they were in a group of like higher ups that we didn't really want to go and talk to. So we decided to go to the dance floor instead. So it was very funny.
Have you shown the people my stitch book? My strained stitch book that I ordered?
No, I don't think so.
And did I tell you that Brother Jack gave me an Amazon card?
No.
Yes. Just thanking me for being me. I love it.
Look at you.
So I'm going to order that Glamorie.
Good. But so that'll be fun.
So yeah, I thought of another idea for a sweater.
But I was cleaning. I was kind of cleaning up, or just like putting some yarn away because I took out a bunch of yarn. Bless you. I took out a bunch of yarn for looking at it in terms of planning. Mostly Colorwork shawls, because I pulled out the gradient set that we dyed with Felicia Lowe.
Yes.
And I pulled out
mine right over there.
Mini skein set that I bought at Backyard last year.
Should I go get it to hold it up so that people know what you're talking about?
No, that's okay. I'm naming a lot of things.
Oh, okay.
And
so
then
are you doing something with just that or something else? No.
So last year we dyed those mini skeins in the gradient, and then I bought a mini skein set from Backyard Fibers. And this year, as we all know, the only purchase I made that I technically did not make, because my mommy gave me the money for it, was the minis by Undercover Otter.
Right.
So I thought I would use the Undercover Otter skeins in a Speckle and Pop. And I realized I have a black to gray gradient in Hedgehog.
Really?
Yes. And I pulled the bag because I went looking for the bag that had the hedgehog in it, and I found the one outlier skein of Salty Tails that I have, because all of them I have a set of lighter Salty Tails for a sweater, and then I have the one that was darker, that was the original Salty Tails that I liked so much.
Okay.
I realized that would look really good with either the pink gradient or the Backyard Fibers set. And then, even though
you were having all kinds of revelations.
I know, because I realized I actually have a lot of gray and black in my stash right now.
How much? Four of each?
No.
Oh.
No, like shawl. Well,
shawl
and then I realized that at the Asylum Fibers trunk show at Knitting Place, we bought
on me about that cephalopod. I've got one cephalopod that is that autumn colorway. If you want, I see it. I think it's over there. I'll have to look. If it's more brown than I thought it was, then I'll keep it. But if it's more, it's there. I think it's that one. That brown's. You want to go get it?
I'll go get it. But what I was
thinking you could have it.
Ooh, that's a really pretty.
What is it? Is that
Bugger? Killer bee cephalopod.
Cephalopod?
Yep.
I think that's what I'm thinking about.
Well, you can decide it. I don't need to take it now. This is what Mom's talking about.
I don't think it's me.
I mean, this is what I think my natural hair color is.
Oh, I have no idea what mine is. I should keep it and just wait and see.
You could do something really interesting with just a lot of texture, not ribbing. Maybe like that geometric kind of thing we saw.
With my new idea. That might go well with my new idea.
Remember, you have a sweater quantity of that, so
I
have another new sweater idea? Oh my god.
Yeah, I do.
So
it involves dragons.
Oh goodness. So I saw so even though I bought the Asylum Fibers, that gray, black, white, for a so faded crop top, with the other two skeins from Nerd Girl,
Mm-hmm.
I realized I have a grayish skein from Nerd Girl that I could use in its place in that So Faded, and I could use that skein of Asylum, specifically with the pink Felicia Lowe dyeing class stuff, and make a colored Colorwork shawl.
Nice.
So I currently have 3 Colorwork shawls in a bag in my entertainment unit. But while I was like looking for that bag of the hedgehog, I found last year's, not found, but I saw last year's purchases from Vogue Knitting Live,
Mm-hmm.
and I found the 1600 pen from that I bought to make that top, and I couldn't remember what top it was, but there's only one that uses masonette and loft, and of course I only found, and it's like 3 skeins of loft, 1 skein of masonette, and you hold them together, and it's really beautiful. I'm now debating whether or not I really love it, but we can discuss it when it comes time for me to make it. But I was really excited that I found it, and then I ended up going back through my queue and through other things and started labeling things. I was really on it on like Monday.
Darn.
I know.
Wow.
I don't know what happened to the rest of the week.
I don't want to take things out of here to put them in bags. That would
No.
be bad.
I wanted to put them I wanted to put the speckle and pop together, but then it just snowballed into those. And what I did was I moved the 1600 pen from the closet into the Neighborhood Fibers box.
Good idea.
Because I can't move the Lady Liberty and because the Lady Liberty and Thomas Circle that I'm going to use for the Mulberry Street, I can't put in there because the skeins are too big. They won't fit in my cabinet. Hashtag big skein. I like big skeins and I cannot lie.
Better just make
I better make it.
Things. Yeah.
I know. Well, that's what I'm doing. I need to.
No, I know you are.
I know.
We talked about these things.
Didn't
we talk
you
about
bring
this?
them? Didn't you bring them? Didn't we talk about them? I thought we talked about them.
I don't think we talked about this one. I think we talked about that one.
Okay, well, why don't you start us off then?
Well, this is, I think, a whole magazine on socks. Look, piecework. Every time I decide I'm not going to subscribe to piecework, my last issue comes in. It's gorgeous. So these are knee socks. It says socks made.
Why do I like this?
Oh my, because it's kind of a fade.
I like it. Why?
So
it's a poncho.
Look at this. I think they look great.
I'm not a poncho person.
You're not a poncho person?
I mean, I kind of am. They're really easy. And like that, with gray or black pants, could be really work appropriate. Oh my gosh, I wore my Bumhugger. I wore my Bumhugger on Friday. Oh, yes. Best life decision.
Why?
Because I was so comfy.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true.
I feel like I looked slightly unprofessional, but everyone was like, no, you
vanilla socks?
Yeah. We must have talked about this, because this is Lars, I feel like. No. I think we talked about how it looks very Lars, but it's at Audrey Drysdale, apparently.
Oh, because it's knit inside out.
Yeah. And
you got slipper socks. I'm telling you, it's a whole thing on socks. And about how to darn. So if you love your socks as much as I do, you end up wearing them out, because I wear mine as slippers. And I've been darning socks for a while, because I hate to give up my good, comfortable socks. And then they have some baby booties. How adorable! And they're nice and long.
I like that in different colors without the fringe at the hands.
Well, yes.
I like that, and maybe less stark of a contrast, more light contrast, and that'd be really comfy. Though it does look like it's quite large yarn. I don't know. I don't remember seeing that one at
And this has a story behind it. This is a sweater that they said survived the Holocaust. And
I'm pretty sure we talked about that. It's a green sweater?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about these.
Well, then I apologize, and I'll put my magazine
No,
away.
it's okay.
But then I have this, too.
Yes.
I don't know whether I spoke about this. This is called the Stranded Colorwork Sourcebook. And so it has all kinds of patterns.
I'm sorry, I just realized we also just spent probably the last 10 minutes talking over each other.
Oh, well. So, that's us.
That's a beautiful book.
Isn't it a beautiful book? It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All kinds of patterns. And so, very interested. Very, very interested. They talk about shading in terms of making Fair Isle. And I haven't made a truly Fair Isle. I've done Colorwork, but I haven't done truly Fair Isle ever. And I think I have to figure out the right Fair Isle pattern, but I think that could be incredibly good. And I think I'd like to use an Elizabeth Zimmerman, the proportional, her numbers, proportional sweater. I think it's called EPS, and I can't remember what the E and the P and the S stand for. But you measure yourself, and then you put it into this formula. I have her book. And then it tells you how many stitches you need in different places, but then you can put the patterns that you want in it. But that's kind of a further down the line kind of idea, because the ideas that I have mostly involve either cables and some figure work. And there's just not enough time in the day. Not when I'm working, unfortunately. So you can see what I can get done when I don't work. I bet knitting all day Monday and Tuesday is what did me in.
Probably. That's usually what does you in.
Probably. Well, then I'm not going to worry about it. Really, because I won't be able to do that for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next week is your birthday weekend, and the weekend after that is the first weekend in February is the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. So we might record at my apartment next week, or a little. We'll see. Or I'll come here.
I'm not going to get there before your birthday.
Okay.
We have a long day next week. We've got 3 candidates.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. Then I'll come over here at some point on Sunday.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Viking wrap. That's what this. Okay.
She's in trance.
I don't need it.
No, you don't. You have plenty of these other things. I have
plenty of these other things to work on, and eventually my Asylum will show up, and I will knit that super chunky sweater and be so excited about it.
It was fun being down at the boat today.
It was?
It was. It was beautiful out. I didn't take any pictures because I completely forgot. I went down there. I'm driving down there with the idea of, let's take some pictures down at the boat.
Did not take pictures at the boat.
Didn't take any pictures down at the boat, unfortunately.
That's
but
okay.
I'm sure we'll be down there a lot again.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I think your dad's getting itchy to get up and working
on
the boat.
I'd say, except no ladders until he's out of the boot.
Well, until the doctor said he can go up and down the ladders.
Okay.
But we'll see. We shall see. Okay. I offered to get that A-frame ladder, but that didn't go anywhere.
That didn't go anywhere, I can tell you that.
Yep. No. So that's about all that I've been working on. I mean, at least I did finish a couple things, and I think I'll be able to finish this back.
I'm just trying to get. I have to finish the swap.
I've got all these ideas and all this really pretty wool, but I think I've got to work on some whips.
Reasonable.
I've got that Schlanket from last year that I started. I've got the Oracle that I would like to work on because and learn how to do brioche. I don't know how to do brioche. And then there's all this stuff behind me that if I don't start working on it, we will be sitting on the table and podcasting because what's behind our chairs are my whips. And then I've got that sweater up there in that bag that I bought for a Vogue pattern. And I can't find the Vogue pattern that I bought it for. Really frustrating. It's lace weight and then a heavier weight
Mm-hmm.
to be held together.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know which. I don't know. And that's really frustrating. I want to say winter 2010, but
I bet it's over there.
Well, I know I have it. It's just to identify which sweater I bought it for. Really annoying.
Hold on. I think there's a way we can do this.
Do you have on there when we went to
Vogue,
went to Fiberspace the first time? Because I think I bought it that year or the year after.
Hold on.
And that would tell us what year Vogue.
Right, but also what you can do is you can do it, I think.
Like Vogue knitting in the year.
Well, no, and I think we can do it.
Lace weight.
Lace. And what is it held with?
I don't know. Just say lace.
Okay, lace. And then it was a top.
It was a top.
So clothing. Sweater. Not swimwear. Fingers. Was it... no. Was it a cardigan or a pullover?
I don't know. I have to say all sweater.
Okay, well we said all sweater.
And it's Vogue. That's a pretty turtleneck.
That is a pretty turtleneck. That's 2014.
Okay, keep going.
I want to say it was December 2011 that we went to.
It's possible. So we'll have to find the winter 2011. Mm-hmm. I'll find the winter 2010, 2011.
Okay.
It's probably in there. So when I have that.
Well, I mean,
I've got the other neighborhood up there that I don't remember what I bought it for.
No, this is actual lace weight. I was going to say, because that's very...
That would be very me.
That would be very you. Sorry, what I'm showing her is the modular jacket from Holiday 2013.
We're absolutely fascinating this weekend.
This weekend we are... I am so sorry if this is your first episode you're watching with us. You should probably go back and watch our Vogue knitting last week.
Were we scintillating then?
I think we were more scintillating.
I see. Okay.
But it looks
whoa. What is
this?
I don't think it was that, but that certainly is lovely.
It is.
It's a petal pullover and skirt. It's really pretty. We'll look at it. We will look for it. Anyway, we went to Fiberspace, and I believe it's neighborhood.
It is.
Neighborhood
if
lace.
It's with the thing that's above it.
Not necessarily.
I think that's Hampton. I think that would be the Hampton. I think that's Hampton on Loft.
Very possible. Anyway.
I think this might be it.
Make it big.
The cow neck pullover.
And you hold it together?
Yeah, it's what it looks like. Because it shows the fingering and lace.
Oh, well, that's really possible.
So, we might have found it. We're going to look, but we think it might be this.
Hold it all the way up.
I'm trying, but...
There.
And it's in Vogue Holiday 2011. And it's number 17, the cow neck pullover, and it's by Kaylee Noads.
That's possible.
Yeah, it looks...
Anyway, I will be getting my whips together, and we'll line them up, and we will...
Discuss them,
I guess, some each week.
I mean...
Because I must have 20 or 30 of them here.
Or we just make a whole episode about your whips.
It would be 4 hours. It would be terrible.
No, I think it'd be hilarious.
All right, so we'll do that.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe Super Bowl weekend when but we were going to work on our
We're going to work on our coats. We need to work on our coats.
We need to get the coats done.
Well, we need to start them, and once we start them, we will finish them.
Yeah, because...
Because we need to work on...
I brought all the sewing stuff up here. Did you notice that?
I noticed it.
Okay.
Because I came up to find the patterns.
I felt really good that I found the pattern for my lady whatever it is. Yak.
Yeah. So I think we're going to head out because we're getting a little slap happy.
We're getting a little punchy
and
here.
I have to weave in those ends on that,
Well,
Welcome to the
weave in
Flock.
our ends.
And so I think we're going to go weave in our ends, and we
Yes.
will talk to you all next
weekend.
week. All right.
Absolutely. Bye-bye,
Bye.
guys.